Hi, Taylor with West Physiotherapy. All right, I'm finally going live. I thought I was going to do this yesterday about 3 easy peasy things you can do at your desk to help you not feel like a pile of poo-poo. So this is going to be things to help your spinal position, low back, mid back, and neck that you can do easily at your desk. When we're talking about having to work at your desk a lot, there are so many different things to work on, but I wanted to show you these 3 things because I think they're things you could do without getting up, and they'll make you hopefully feel better in the moment. So let's get into them. First is sitting at your desk, hands on your knees. You're going to slump and then sit up tall. So we're starting to move the whole spine here, slumping and sitting up tall, kind of like a rag doll. So you can kind of remember that. You're gonna do a rag doll move. And this just feels good. We're stretching. We're also moving the spine, which is what helps nourish the discs. So discs do not like being still. They don't get as much blood flow, and it's harder for them to be healthy and heal when they're constantly being still. And in sitting, we have the most compression on our vertebral discs compared to laying down and even standing. So compression plus not moving can lead to a little bit faster degenerative changes in the disc. So moving, so we're doing all these things. It feels good and we're helping our discs to be more healthy. Then, so you do up and back, let's say 5 times. Then I want you to kind of wind it all around. Okay, so now we're making like little circles. If something feels bad here, make your circle a little smaller. Okay, or you could start smaller and then slowly increase your range of motion and then reverse that direction. Okay, and you can get your head into it too, if that feels good. All right, that's number 1. Second one, we're going to be moving up more specifically to the thoracic spine, mid-back, rib cage. We know that sitting computer work, screen work tends to get us rounded forward, tight in the front, lengthened and stiff in the back. So you're going to take your hands, put them behind your head and neck here, okay? If you have a lot of shoulder problems, this may not be the best one for you. But I like this one because you can utilize the desk if anyone's actually working at a desk and not on their couch or something like that. My desk here is actually a little bit low for this. If it was a little higher, it would work better. But you're going to lean forward and rest your elbows on the desk, on the tabletop. You could do it at a kitchen counter, okay? And then you're going to let your mid-back kind of sag down. So if you're here, you're going to let it sort of stretch and sag down. And then to increase the mobilization, what you're going to do is push your elbows down onto the, hey Lisa, down onto the table, and then release that push and then sink in a little bit more. So I'll show you what it's going to kind of look like. Again, don't do that if it doesn't feel good to your shoulders or neck. So I'm going to push down. You can kind of see how that pops me up a little bit. And then I'm going to relax, release that tension, and then I'm going to drop down, let my back arch down a little bit more. And then I'm going to do it again, and then I'm going to arch down a little bit more, and then one more time. Okay? So that's a nice self-mobilization for the mid-back. Then we want to come up to the neck, because we tend to end up here with our neck lengthened and weak here, tight and painful back here. So we're going to take our hands again behind our head, a little bit higher than the neck this time. Head, lace the fingers, okay? And then you're going to gently, at the same time, you're going to gently open your elbows and tuck your chin, pressing it back against your hands. Okay, so I'm going to show you from the side and then from the back. So what we're doing here is we're activating the front of the neck, and by creating this counterbalance, we're also getting some stretching through here, and we're also creating some tractioning or lengthening up through the back of the neck. I really like this one. This is good for sitting. Also, if you've been out, this happened to me out on the trail, like maybe you're looking down at the ground a lot, walking because you're on unlevel surface, and or you have a backpack on and it starts to feel really crummy right here. This is a nice way to activate the muscles that support your head and neck and get a little traction and lengthening through the back. Okay, that was the 3. I wanted to get through them fast. Now, the 4th thing that I would say, and then I have one more bonus for you, so stick around because I think it's worth it. The 4th thing is, if you can, get up and walk around. Even if it's just like 2 minutes, do it at least once an hour, just get up and walk around. That's gonna help discs, it's gonna help your guts, it's gonna help if you're starting to get constipated because you sit all day. You're just gonna get some mobility. It's just gonna help you feel more like a human being than just like staring at the computer. Okay, set a timer if it's hard for you to remember that if you get really focused. All right, final bonus is some deep breathing, but the deep breathing is going to come into your sides here. So there's a couple of reasons why I think you're going to feel really good if you do this. One, when we sit and we're here and we're here and we're here, all this is tight, it's hard to take a deep breath in. So we're not fully inflating our lungs very well. We're not getting to expand our diaphragm as much. We're getting a lot of pressure down into our belly where our guts kind of stick out and strain our low back. And breathing is something that makes us feel good. It helps our nervous system, it calms us down, and this feels, you're gonna get to move your ribcage in a way that normally you wouldn't do unless you were doing like a really vigorous activity. So you do all that mobilization, then we're gonna use it. You're gonna come in, put your hands on the side of your ribs, and you're gonna breathe in, and you're gonna make your hands lift out to the side with breathing in. So let's try 3 right here. And then exhaling. And as you exhale, you can even let your hands come back in, give yourself just like a little squeeze, and then breathe in. See, once you breathe in all the way, can you breathe in even a little bit more to those hands? Okay, so we're letting them come in, and then we're making them expand up and out like an umbrella opening up. Okay, so you're seeing my chest move here a lot because I'm exaggerating a little bit, and we are getting movement here, but I really want it to come into the sides. Out to the side. This is where we lose a lot of mobility, and especially in women, people who identify with women, people with breast tissue who wear a bra, you're very restricted through this area. So some deep breaths for calming and also further mobilizing that midsection. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Let me know down below if it was, and if there's anything else that you have questions about. Good luck making that money at that computer. Okay, bye-bye.